The music was very loud. The hall packed full, Afrobeats shook the walls of the wedding hall. Gold and white decor glistened under the lights. Laughter spilled across the tables as they whined and danced. And there she was. The tall, beautiful, young Jemima. Her dress hugged every curve in her body effortlessly. Her makeup was flawless in every sense. She danced, laughed, and carried herself like a socialite, a social butterfly, glass in hand. Men's eyes followed her. Women envied her beauty, and how she conducted herself. They whispered behind their hand fans, and cocktails jealously. One even whispered loudly, "I wish I was this young and beautiful, all over again." A man leaned close and whispered to Jemima, "You don't look like you've ever known struggle," he said, smiling. Jemima smiled. Her lips curled, her eyes sharp. And under her breath, so low he could not hear, she whispered, "If only you knew, my life and journey," smiling. The Afrobeats music swelled. Her laughter rang out. But for a moment, just a moment, it stayed on her face too long. Almost cracked. And then there came silence, followed by a flickering bulb. A cracked wall. Rats scurried in the ceiling. In a small room, in a rusty house, a child lay sleeping innocently on a thin mattress. His name? Jason, just 6 years old, clutching a battered toy car, with all his energy. Then the door creaked open. Jemima entered quietly, heels in her hand. The glow of the wedding was gone. Her wig slipped as she knelt beside his son, Jason. She quietly stroked his hair, whispered softly, "I know you deserve better. I'll find a way to provide a better life for you, my son." Tears streaming down her face. "I will always be there for you, I promise." Jemima phone buzzed, interrupting her thoughts. A message lit the screen. It was from Ken. It read, "Send me your address, my love. I'll come by tomorrow." Her eyes froze. Panic. The phone slipped slightly in her hand. She looked at Jason. Then at the cracked ceiling. And the smile she wore hours ago was gone. Episode 1, The Split Life. Next morning. Jason tugged at her arm. "Mummy, I'm hungry." She forced a smile at him as she tore the bread in half, poured water into a small plastic cup, and slid it toward him. Her phone buzzed again. Messages from her friends. "Babe, you killed it yesterday. You nailed it, everyone was talking about you. Ken can't stop talking about you. The guy has fallen in love. I don't blame him, you know, with the way you carried yourself, in the party last night." Jemima replied with emojis. Hearts. Laughter. Masks. She turned to Jason's toy car, sitting on the table. Slowly, she slipped it into a drawer. She whispered to him, "You can't take this outside. Ever." Later that day. At the salon, Jemima's friends laughed, gossiping about weddings, money, men and their affairs. She played along, light, radiant, untouchable. One teased her, "When will Ken put a ring on you?" Jemima smirked. "Soon. Very soon. You will be the first one to know." But when she caught her own reflection in the mirror, the mask slipped. Behind the lashes and weave was something else. Fear. That night, Jason colored on the floor as Jemima rehearsed excuses aloud. "He's my cousin's child, he is an orphan. No, I can't say. God forbid. He is my neighbor's boy, no, too risky." She said. "I can't do this." Waving her hands up in frustration. "Why do I have to lie, to be liked, or be loved?" She muttered. Tears welling up in her eyes. Jason looked up. "Mummy, who is Ken?" Her body stiffened. She pulled him into her arms. "Don't ask me that." Then she responded, "He is just a friend. I'm sure you will like him, when you meet him." Later that evening, at dinner with Ken. He smiled, proud, leaning close. Tomorrow, I'm coming to yours, the comfort of your home, my love. Please surprise me with your cooking. No worries, I will help do the dishes, do the kitchen errands, while you're cooking. He laughed. Her face lit up, the perfect mask. You'll love it, Ken. But as she laughed, her phone buzzed quietly in her bag. Missed calls. A final text message from her neighbor. Hi Jemima, I hope you're having fun. Jason has fever. Please come home quick. She panicked, as she read the message. Later that night. She rushed into the room, heels in her hand, makeup half gone. Jason lay hot with fever. She pressed a damp cloth to Jason's forehead, to help relieve him of his high temperature. The motherly instincts kick in, eyes wet with tears because she loved Jason, more than anything else in the world. I wish my mother felt the same thing, when she disowned me. Tears streaming down her eyes. Then her phone buzzed again. Another message from Ken. The message read. Hi Jemima, how's your day going? I can't wait to see you tomorrow at your place, my love. Love you, kiss, kiss, kiss. Her face froze. She looked at Jason. Then at the phone. Her hands trembled. And the screen went black. Morning light slid through the cracked window. Jason slept quietly, his fever broken but his body weak. Jemima stared at her phone. As Ken's last message glared back at her. Her chest tightened. She whispered, I can't lose this one. He loves me. Later that day, Ken called during lunch. His voice was warm, affectionate, proud, and full of ownership. You know what I like about you, my love, he said. You're not like the others I have met. No arrogance, no drama. No baggage. Just peace, Jemima. You're my missing half, the one I have been looking for all my life. Jemima smiled into the phone. Yes, babe, always peace. Thank you, glad you like the way I am. She replied. Her eyes flicked to Jason playing quietly with crayons. She turned away, forcing her voice into sweetness. Later that evening, Jemima was out on invitation to dinner. Another face. Another stage, this time, with Emmanuel, the businessman. An older, confident, and generous man. He poured wine into her glass at a hotel bar. Your trouble, he teased. Beautiful, carefree, you make me feel young again. He said. Jemima leaned back, laughter spilling. Carefree. Effortless. Exactly what he wanted to see. But when she excused herself, and slipped into the restroom, her hands shook, as she checked her phone. A message from her neighbor read. Jason is asking for you. What should I tell him? Her reflection in the mirror wavered. Lipstick perfect, smile rehearsed. She whispered, not tonight, Jason. Not tonight. The rent, and the bills are due soon. Please Jason, not tonight. She walked back to the table, the mask fixed tight. Her host laughed, as they enjoyed the rest of the night together. For Jemima, it is always a busy evening and nights. Another night. Another role. However, this time it was Barrier. A postgraduate university student. Young. Broke. And honest. With him, Jemima wore no lashes, no glitter. She laughed at his silly jokes, ate noodles on the floor of his small flat. For a few hours, she was almost herself again. Baryu grinned. See? We're the same. No pretense. Her chest tightened. She wanted to believe him. She wanted to rest here. But she knew better. She knew this too was borrowed. Later that week. Jemima sat alone in her room. Jason was asleep. The drawer where she hid his toy car was half open. She pushed it shut with trembling hands. Her thoughts raced. To Ken, she was the devoted girlfriend. To Emmanuel, the carefree mistress. To Barrio, the innocent friend. Every smile. Every lie. Every mask. She pressed her palms into her face and whispered, "How long can I keep this up? How long?" She muttered. Her phone buzzed again. A message from Ken, "Let's do tomorrow, my love. I will be at your place, for home-cooked dinner, straight after work. Do you need me to get anything on my way? Wine? Ice creams? Some biscuits or chocolate?" Jemima froze. Her eyes darted to Jason's small frame, on the mattress. His chest rose and fell with gentle breaths. Her world stood still. Rain hammered against the zinc roof. Lagos rain, like no other. The kind that swallowed streets, and turned the city into rivers. Jemima stood by the window, heart pounding. Today was the day. Kanair had promised he was coming. She'd scrubbed the walls, hid Jason's toys, even begged her neighbor to keep him for a few hours. Her phone buzzed. It was Ken's message. "Babe, change of plans. Emergency email from London. Big boss flying in tomorrow. Can't make it tonight. Also this flood. I can't even leave the office." Jemima stared at the screen. Relief washed over her. Then a chill. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then soon. He was still coming. The rain poured through the night. Traffic reports blared on the radio. Cars stranded. Lagos at a standstill. Jason tugged her hand. "Mummy, why are you crying?" She hadn't noticed the tears. She wiped them quickly, forcing a smile. "I'm not crying, baby. Just tired." But her mind raced. Kanair's words echoed, "My love." The next day, the rain still flooded the streets. Jemima's phone lit up again. Ken's message read, "I miss you. Once this flood clears, I will be there." Her fingers trembled as she typed back, "Of course. Babe. I am waiting." But her heart was not ready. Not for him. Not for the storm waiting behind her locked drawer. The storm named Jason. That evening, Emmanuel called. His voice smooth, casual, dangerous in its own way. "Since Lagos is flooded, I'll send a driver. Let's spend the night together. Let the rain wash outside, not on you." Jemima closed her eyes. She wanted to say no. But house rent was due. She whispered, "I'll get ready." Jason's small voice carried from the corner. "Mummy, where are you going?" Her lips quivered. "Just out to get something." She picked up her bag. The drawer where the toy car was hidden slid open a crack, as if reminding her, the mask won't hold forever. The rain thundered, as Lagos drowned in flood.